A lone Genestealer Cults Kelermorph enters the Gauntlet. 5 Genestealers per wave. No backup. No mercy. How far can he go? Each competitor will face endless waves of 5 Genestealers with only their raw stats and abilities as well as their army rule. No enhancements, no stratagems, and no detachment abilities. Today's challenger is a Genestealer Cults Kelermorph, equipped with 3 Liberator auto stubs and a close combat weapon. His ability allows him to make another round of shooting in his opponent's movement phase, and with the army ability, I've decided that this will let one more Kelermorph appear when this one dies, which I think is fair. A very different model to what we've seen already in the Gauntlet, as the biggest focus will be on the shooting. If he can avoid getting hit, then he might do well. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know what round you think he'll get to in the comments. Let's begin. A lone gunman steps out from the shadows, 3 pistols spinning, cloak whipping in the stale air. Why this model doesn't have a cowboy hat, I have no idea. The Kelermorph cracks a wry grin. The Genestealers hiss back. The duel begins with the Kelermorph opening fire with impossible speed. 6 hits, 4 wounds, and no saves means that 2 Genestealers drop instantly, riddled with holes. The Kelermorph pivots away, and his hypersensory reflexes kick in immediately. Another round of shooting lands 5 hits and 4 wounds, with 1 being devastating. Another 2 Genestealers are shredded before they can get anywhere near him, but the swarm is feeling relentless. The remaining Genestealer lunges in with 4 hits and 2 wounds. The Kelermorph dodges 1, but the other rakes across his ribs, and he drops to 2 wounds remaining. Don't get cocky, kid. He responds with a slash of his knife, causing 2 wounds on the last Genestealer, which it can't save. The gunslinger stands, wounded, but unbowed. Another barrage from the Kelermorph 6 shooters, resulting 6 hits and 5 wounds, one of which is devastating. Only 1 save means that 2 more dead Genestealers. The hypersensory shots follow quickly after, which end up with exactly the same results, except the Genestealers fail to make a save this time. 2 dead Genestealers and 1 limping on 1 wound. Despite the damage, the surviving Genestealer leaps, scoring 4 hits and 1 wound, which the Kelermorph fails to save. He's hanging on now with only 1 wound left. He tries a quick swipe with his blade, but the injury slows him down, and his 2 hits land no wounds. A pang of worry flows through the Kelermorph as the Genestealer attacks again. Though at least this time he's able to spin away from the 1 wound inflicted by the Genestealer and hit back with a wound of his own, which the Genestealer fails to save. Another Genestealer dead. The Kelermorph is barely standing. These close combat encounters do not suit him. The Kelermorph breathes deep and steadies his hand. He lets off another volley, which hits 5 times, causing 3 wounds and 1 devastating wound. 2 more Genestealers blown away. Before the remaining Genestealers can react, the hypersensory reflexes kick in again. 6 more hits, 3 more wounds, and 1 more devastating wound, and 2 more Genestealers fall. The Genestealer jumps through the mist of his brood's organs and hits 4 times, landing 3 wounds. The Kelermorph saves 2 of them, but one of the claws strikes him clean, and the final wound gets through. The Kelermorph falls. But the cult plays its hidden hand, a cult ambush. A shadow ripples, and a second Kelermorph steps out from the darkness, pistols already spinning. He fires instantly into the Genestealer's back. 6 hits, 3 wounds, and 3 devastating. The Genestealer is obliterated before he even senses a new threat. The Kelermorph's accuracy cannot be faulted today, with another 6 hits landing clean. 4 wounds inflicted, with 1 devastating and no saves, means that 2 Genestealers are dead and 1 sits on 1 wound. The hypersensory shots are way less successful, with only 4 wounds from 4 hits, and the Genestealers save 2 of them. So 1 more Genestealer dies, and another one suffers a wound and has its arm blown off. But hand-to-claw combat is not the Kelermorph's strong suit, and the swarm has finally had enough. 8 hits causes 7 wounds, and the Kelermorph can only save 3 of them. 4 wounds inflicted means that the Kelermorph is dead once again. The Kelermorph is torn apart, buried under a tide of claws and chitting by his own kind. The Kelermorph has killed 18 Genestealers, and I have to say, I'm impressed. To go toe to toe with that many Genestealers with only toughness 3 and damage 1 is no easy task, and the 40k universe honestly needs more cowboys. Where does that place him on the leaderboard? Right alongside the possessed Chaos Space Marine, which is somewhere no one wants to be. I'll be creating a Patreon in the coming weeks, and voting will move to be a part of that. I'll have more information soon, but until then, you can still vote in the pinned comment on the upcoming videos. Thank you all for watching. I think you should all message Games Workshop to tell them that the Kelermorph model needs a cowboy hat. You should also tell them to subscribe to this channel, like the videos, watch every video 100 times, and share them with people that might enjoy them. And if you do want to see a specific model attempt the Genestealer Gauntlet, then leave them in the comments. Every model is in contention, from a Nurgling all the way to the Great Unclean One. We'll see you next time.